Alright, so here's a big pile of swamp here. What we're going to do is messing around with a couple of Nixie tubes I got here. I can't find the pin out for these, but these are a couple of the NL 900s by National. They made a nice, they have some nice stuff up with the, you know, whatever you need. But so I thought I'd mess around with these Nixie tubes again. I got a better deal this time. Mr. RF Burns, YouTube user RF Burns. Well, I kind of had the same idea about using the Variac, and then he, you know, told me about the current limiting resistor. So what I've got here on this big swamp mess, I always use my meter as where I can clip off to my power supply. So we've got this big Thordarson transformer here. It's supposed to be like a generic replacement for tube radios, you know, like the big Philco over there, or the yeah. And you know, nothing that's small over here, but the, you know, the bigger stuff, not, well, it might fit in there, but anyway, it's some bigger stuff. So a meter set to 200 volt scale. Swamp. Actually, I should get this swamp out of here to make things easier to see. The resistor swamp I had to look up and get. Oh, that's falling down there. That's not good. So found what we needed out of the resistor swamp. Here's the nice big transformer. Has lots of outs. Here's the box for it here. Here's some of the windings on it. You know, high voltage is it's like 5 volts at 2 amps, and 2.5 at 9 amps, and high is 650, yada yada yada, whatever. There's your number if you want to look at T56R02. There's the original book for it. It's pretty old, as you can see, but excellent transformer, still works good. We're using the 400 volt. I've labeled these. With the Variac, the center tap here, I guess, and if you tie into these two wires, you're going to get, these two are 400, those two are 800 and AC, and then if you wind this up to 130 on the Variac, you can actually get 1,000 volts AC. You know, it's probably, I don't know what kind of current it's running, not much, but anyway, it's really nice, stamped. And, so what we got is NL 900 Nixie tube. Running off the Variac, running the transformer here at the 400 volts, and then we've got a diode here. As you can maybe see, a diode running in yellow goes to the positive because it's a positive current. Of course, I guess it's halfway rectified, and then comes around current limiting. What we were trying to go for was, what I did some looking here, was at 170 volts, 8.2K resistor is what we need. And so I put a couple together there, and I've got about 7.6. I don't know. It's red, green, I think, or no, wait a minute, green. Hell, I don't know, and then red. Anyway, according to the meter, and then the other crappy meter over here, a good meter I burned up, of course, screwing around. But anyway, so here's basically what you're looking at. Yeah, very simple stuff. And there's your pin out for the for this, you know, the tubes here. IC, not quite sure what IC means. Is it the screen inside of there or something? But anyway, come in, diode through the resistor, take that to pin 4, and then the minus goes to wherever you want. I'm going to show you how that works right now. So that's what you're looking at. We've got the Variac on this down. That's on a 200 volt DC scale. We'll show what you're doing. Let me turn some lights down here so you can kind of see what's going on with the Nixie tube. They're pretty bright, but it looks better this way anyway. And what we're going to do is focus you on the NL. I need to turn this music. I'm getting fired or get in trouble or something, who knows. And let's see, I don't have a light. I want to put a light in this guy. If you can see the top, I put an arrow with red electrical tape. So we're going to start bumping it up. I'm going to try to get the meter and the Nixie in there at the same time. and the Variac. You should subscribe to Variac Maniac's channel too. He's got some really cool stuff. And RF burns. On the DC scale there, this meter definitely needs. I'm going to put an LED in there. So it starts to light up. Let's see. It looks. The camera's not going to show you, but it's kind of dim at 48 volts DC. Kind of dim, and where it looks good in person would be. You can see it kind of arc at the bottom there. I guess it's getting a little too much juice. Which is at about 76 volts. So if you back it off to 70 like the chart says, it doesn't arc and it gives you a nice number. Let's see, so focus here. It does look much better in person than on the camera, than on the iPhone. So and then you keep that guy, and then what you got is you go around and see how you're struggling, because you need to cut the voltage up a little bit to get it going. So the next thing we're going to do is get a timer or something, and I don't know, make a counter. I just want to make something with these guys. Yeah, I need to turn that down just a little bit. But anyway, it does look really cool in person. It looks strange on the screen here, but the next number has like a minus and plus on it in case you have a digital multimeter. These just have the numbers. Quite figured out what that screen does in there. It's got like a couple connections that come down to pins. But so this time we got a much better video than last time. And there's the 0, so it works great. This is a good way to do it here. It looks really good, in person. Oh, there you go. There's pretty good. So we'll turning it down. That's 53. I guess you could I guess that's what you're seeing is the half wave rectification. I'm not sure if it. Yeah, so it's pulse DC. I don't know if it would look better with regular. A nice solid regulated DC signal. But anyway, that works good. Some of them use AC current, but these are the coolest things in the world. I love them. I've got some of the. There's your 9. I haven't got some of these minis. I've got my tester. If you see my other videos, we'll test these. You have to line the red dot up. I got several of those. I'm sure I've shown everybody these new Vistors. These were what was actually between vacuum tubes and right before transistors. These were actually obsolete before they came out. Let me turn some lights back on here. And so these are the new Vistor. I guess they're a metal vacuum tube, which I can't focus on here. I'm really struggling. Anyway, guys, sorry about that. But so you can see there's a few pins in there. There you go. It would be the RCA new Vistor, which was obsolete before it ever came out, really. And that's pretty cool stuff there. So the Nixie. Here's something else that's neat is the I got lots of other tubes. Well, these are like the TV tubes. This is a 38 HK7 I'm sending to YouTube user Felix the House Freak. He needs you need to check his channel out. He's got a lot more subscribers, but he's really good too. I got billions of tubes. I just found some more I didn't even know I had tonight. Here's an i84. I tested this yesterday on the old Hickok tester over there. It works good. Multi-vibrators, got some of those. They work. If anybody needs one of those, use them on the test them out on the power supply there. And what was I going to show you that was cool? I don't know. Let me turn this off before I get zapped here. Hell, I don't remember. Anyway, so there's the 2DS4. Let me put those up. And there you have it, man. The awesome Torsen transformer. And I did a video of this other one. It works. This is from 1880 or something. This one from a toy train. I cleaned up the contacts and it actually works really well. There's the windings right there. So these transformers are pretty good. Anyway, take care, y'all. Civil War musket balls. Take care, guys. I'm gonna have me a sip of beer and hit the sack. That's the Nixie for you.